The Prophecy of Qasim. Qasim's mere existence was brought by the flicker and twinkle of the stars. Every time a star twinkles, a bit of dust is lost. This dust is what everyone and everything is made of. However, everyone and everything is not pure. Despite being made of star dust, we are all not pure but tainted by the carbon monoxide in the air. Qasim, however, is different from us all. The filters in his nostrils are so good that they filter out the carbon monoxide immediately. He is pure, unlike all of us. He was born not of a human, but rather his existence was conceived purely by the prophecy. The prophecy? You haven't heard about it? That's a shame. What do they teach the youth these days? Fear not, though, I recall the prophecy quite well, and I'd be happy to tell you about it. In order to understand the story of Qasim, and in the process, understand the prophecy, we must first look at the origin of it all. The twin books of the great Master Al-Qaim. You see, Master Al-Qaim was a normal human being, born and raised up by his parents. There was nothing particularly different about him, he was just like any other boy. But beneath the surface, something lurked, something that would go on to define the later stages of humanity, and even the universe. All of his life, Master Al-Qaim was shunned, ignored, belittled. He felt pitiful, useless, like a waste of space. This left him susceptible to the forces of the dark side. A demon possessed Master Al-Qaim, unbeknownst to anyone around him. The demon did not speak. Instead, the demon found a quiet study and began to write. He wrote and wrote, every day all day. He did do anything else, not eat, not sleep, not even go to excrete. All he made Master Al-Qaim do was write. The book he was writing was none other than the Dark Prognosticas. It's a book detailed with all the fine and minute ways of suffering and all the misfortunes that'll occur to everyone and everything. It's book that once read, will curse the reader and cause them to go insane, eventually leading to their demise. It's a book so powerful, so deadly, that no one dared even mention it. However, that was the reputation it would get later. Right now, it was just a normal old book. Until one day Master Al-Qaim's father read it. His father went insane, just as expected. The demon within Al-Qaim laughed. Al-Qaim's mother realized that something was wrong and thus declared to the townspeople that they must burn Al-Qaim at the stake. As they prepared for that, the demon fled from his body, and in its place came an angel. The angel immediately burnt everyone around Al-Qaim down. It then used Al-Qaim's body and started writing another book. This book would later come to be known as the Light Prognosticas. It is a book that detailed all the small unpleasant things that would occur. It was the mirror of the Dark Prognosticas. It is said that reading this book will cause death because the reader will fantasize about the possibilities so much that they will forget to breathe. Together, these two books, Light and Dark, came to be known as the Prognosticas. Al-Qaim, the writer, later came to be referred to as Master Al-Qaim, due to writing the Prognosticas, although modern-day critics dislike the title as Master Al-Qaim did not write them on his own. Now, you may be wondering on how this is related to Qasim and the prophecy, and I'll tell you. Qasim and the prophecy appeared in the Prognosticas, but the weird thing is that they didn't appear in just one of the Light or the Dark Prognosticas, no. They appeared in both. This was unheard of. How could something be good and bad? Were the Prognosticas wrong? Was everyone deceived into believing this false book? No, nothing was wrong, and Qasim and the prophecy would prove it. As mentioned previously, Qasim was born of the prophecy being the hopes and dreams of an elder man on the brink of death. This man had faced nothing but death and suffering his entire life. No moment of his life was peaceful, and yet he had hope. He had faith that maybe, just maybe, it would get better. And as a last dying wish, he wrote the prophecy, the story of a young boy named Qasim, a boy who would grow up to do many things. Qasim's birth at the hands of the prophecy could only be described as a miracle. Nobody expected it, and nobody understood it. Qasim was raised by no one, he raised himself. He's just that kind of guy. Now, the thing about Qasim is that he was born during dark times. By now the technology had vastly improved since Master Al-Qaim's times. Artificial intelligence became the new fad, but just as every conspiracy theorist expected, the robot uprising took place. It was quick and sudden, the robots easily conquered all of humanity. This is because a rogue developer had accidentally scanned the dark prognosticas and made the AI read it. This caused the AI to go rogue as a consequence. How did this man have the dark prognosticas? Well, the man was none other than Charlie. Charlie was a man that everyone would describe as insane. To be fair to everyone, he was definitely insane. But insanity brought out something special in him. He was quote-unquote built different. You see, this man, Charlie, was able to read the entirety of the dark prognosticas without killing himself. He was also able to read the light prognosticas. Charlie was well versed in the Prophecy of Qasim, which is why he started the AI uprising. The AI uprising caused the suffering and torture of many humans. Some people were forced onto a show called Find Love or Die Trying, in which if they were rejected, they died. Another group found themselves in a game of chance, a slots machine, losers die. Charlie and Qasim found themselves in a whole other kind of game. It was a mafia-inspired game, a game in which there are three forces: the good side, the evil side, and the neutral side. The neutral side was run by just one person. Each person had a specific role. Charlie's role was the dark psychic. He was on the side of evil and chaos. He was here to destroy everyone. Qasim, on the other hand, was a normal survivor. He had no special ability, however he did have the hand of God behind him. Qasim proudly proclaimed his godhood. He proclaimed himself as the chosen one, the one who will do upon the universe as the divine overlord would want. The others in game shunned him, they doubted him. One such doubter, Kim Lai, was later voted off. It was revealed that Kim Lai was a murderer, thus showing how people who defy Qasim are not to be trusted. Evelyn, a person who claimed to be a detective, believed into Prophecy of Qasim, and so did Charlie. Charlie tried his best to hide himself behind Qasim's grace, but Evelyn exposed him. Evelyn was sad to see that a fellow worshipper of the mighty Qasim was evil, but it was just how things were. As Qasim told everyone to trust his disciple, Evelyn, something outrageous happened. The masses revolted, and they voted Qasim off. Qasim was killed on the spot. Evelyn was heartbroken, and so was Charlie. Qasim's dying words were, "Have faith in Evelyn. She is gifted by the grace of the prophecy." And with that, everyone turned to Evelyn. Evelyn then looked at Charlie, a tear falling down her face. Evelyn ousted Charlie, revealing that he was evil. Charlie denied it, saying that Qasim would never betray his followers, but Evelyn had the support of the masses, and with that, Charlie was killed and exposed as evil. But then, something unusual occurred. The world turned bright white, and everyone was miraculously revived. This time Qasim was out for revenge. Qasim became the detective, however all his disciples were evil. Qasim's motto was to follow his disciples before he follows himself, thus, he let himself be carried to the dark side. And thus, the dark side won. The dark prognosticas was coming true, everyone was afraid, they were terrified. Just then, the prognosticas, both light and dark, flew in front of Qasim. The prophecy is fulfilled, the book said. No one understood what this meant, but Qasim did. He smiled, and merged with the books becoming more and more transparent, till they were gone, and so was Qasim. He left the world, he left everything, all that was left were humans. The AI, so consumed by rage and evil, got sucked right into the dark prognosticas.
This is the Prophecy of Qasim. I hope that you'll share this story and always have faith in Qasim, our savior.